Steve Bannon's departure as chief strategist for President Trump has a lot of people talking, and now he is back at Breitbart News. Tucker Carlson, host of Tucker Carlson Tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, here on Fox News Channel, joins us now with his thoughts. He's in Bozeman, Montana tonight. Tucker, your take.
I think this is a big deal. It's being framed in terms of identity politics. Is Steve Bannon a racist or is he not? But the real story has to do with ideas and policies. Bannon was one of the only populist conservatives in the White House. In fact, really at his level, one of the rare Republicans in the White House. And he staked out positions that were at odds with the majority on virtually every possible policy topic: energy, climate, trade, immigration, foreign policy. Bannon was one of the people fighting against H.R. McMaster on sending more American troops to Afghanistan, for example. He would have fought against, I think, any attempt to send troops to Venezuela, something the president mentioned. He was the voice of a very specific and pretty large group of people, all of whom were Trump voters. So to put it another way, the left obviously despises the president. Institutional Republicans feel the same way. The one group still sympathetic to the president were really represented ideologically by Steve Bannon. So what does this mean exactly politically for the president? I don't know, but I don't think it's a small thing.
I had Deputy Campaign Manager of the Trump campaign, Dave Bossie, on earlier in the 5 o'clock hour. Here's what he said about Steve Bannon going back outside. Now we know, back to Breitbart News. Take a listen.
Steve Bannon leaving the White House does not necessarily stop him from helping the president fulfill that agenda. And actually, Steve's position is, with me today, is that it's now easier for him to do the things, to participate in a way that he's not handcuffed like he was inside the White House. Being on the outside, there's a lot of freedom, and you have a lot more weapons at your disposal than when you're handcuffed inside the White House.
You buy that, Tucker?
He's got a lot more weapons, that's for certain. Some of them might hurt the president, though. I mean, there will be, I don't think there's any question about it, attacks from Breitbart and from that sector of American conservatives, the populist, non-establishment sector of American conservatives, aimed at the White House. And the strong feeling is that a lot of these people at the senior staff level at the White House are very hostile to the agenda that the president ran on. And I really think this could be the moment where those people start to defect and begin to criticize this administration in a way that they have not up until this point. So I think there's a lot of risk, actually, for the Trump administration in this.
Right. So he could say that he's fighting or battling for President Trump, but still be battling against the Gary Cohns, Dina Powells, H.R. McMasters, John Kellys, who are now in ascendancy inside the Trump White House.
I mean, frame it this way, and this is what people around Bannon are saying, and I think it's right. Of all the people you just named, how many of them would have been uncomfortable in a Hillary Clinton administration? Probably none of them. Steve Bannon would not have fit in a Hillary Clinton White House, period. So if you frame it that way and you start attacking from that position, you know, it hurts. They potentially could do real damage, I think, to the president's last remaining stronghold of support.
Tucker, as always, thank you. We'll see you at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox News Channel.